Yeah, y'all gonna stop coming in my live talking about this Victor dude, bro. We hooping this year. Y'all gonna see.
Hi team, this is my second time recording this video. We had some difficulties with the mic, and so that video was not able to be uploaded. But good news, if you're watching this video right now, that means the video made it. We're gonna start it off with this segment of of James Harden talking about Victor Wembanyama. As you know, we play the Clippers next, so it's going to be a good game. The Spurs should be looking to seek revenge after the lead blow last time. I believe it was like 40-16 at the end of the first quarter, and then the lead evaporated and the Spurs ended up losing, and that was the game where Sohan went out. Nonetheless, I'm looking forward to getting some revenge, but without wasting too much time, let's go ahead and get into this and see what James Harden has to say.
Obviously, a huge leap in the second season. What are you seeing out of?
Beast on both ends. Like, being confident, his shot looks way more confident. He's shooting with confidence. His teammates know what he's doing. Defensively, he's active, blocking shots. He's doing it all. And guys like us are leaving, and guys like Wemby is coming in, and some things we thought we've never seen like certain players before, and then you got somebody like Wemby coming. It's like, come on, man, what are we doing? Which is something special.
So, in my opinion, the biggest difference from Wemby last year to this year is knowing where his shots are coming from. Obviously, he moved his shot diet a little bit further out to the three-point range, but now he knows that's where he gets a majority of his shots. I think he puts up more than half of his shots from three-point range, if I'm being honest. But along with that, his teammates know where to find him. They know that after he sets that screen, he likes to pop, and they hit him, and it's more than likely going to be open. I don't know why teams haven't been looking out for that pop a little bit more, but I think they'll start covering it, and it'll be on the scouting report, which will open up the game because it drags the man guarding him out, and it leaves lanes wide open for him to penetrate, and nobody's going to go up there and block Wemby. But what I'll say about James Harden, we have seen many players of high caliber, James Harden being a former MVP, they all talk highly about Wemby, so this isn't nothing crazy. We've seen many players, KD, LeBron, Curry, Giannis, but it's kind of become common for these players to talk so highly of Wemby, and hopefully Wemby will show out against the Clippers and we could get that W. But that's it for this segment. Not too much on it, but what I want to talk to y'all about next is the last game, Spurs versus Minnesota. So in this game, the Spurs ended up losing by 2. The last shot was a Jeremy Sohan 3-ball. I know, crazy. The last shot is being taken by a non-3-point threat. I believe he hit 1 or 2 in this game, but the last one just was a little smothered, a little rushed. Oh, he hit 1, 33%. He could have swung it to Harrison Barnes, who was 3 for 4, 8 for 9, 24 points, but DiVincenzo made a good closeout. He made Sohan think a little bit, and I don't know if he had enough time on the clock to swing it, or Jeremy Sohan didn't believe he had enough time. He could have made the pass, but you have to live with this one. I think the rotation should have been Champagnie in instead of Sohan at this point. Not that Champagnie's a better player, but if you need a bucket, you got to take Sohan off the floor. Like this is a final shot. You have a player who doesn't shoot threes. He's more of a connector piece, and he wouldn't have been as useful as Champagnie would in that instance. So that's on Mitch Johnson again. We've had some struggles with his lineups. I know people have voiced their frustrations with him not playing a center or him cutting down on Castle minutes, things like that. So those are going to be something to keep an eye on with Mitch going forward. I don't know if Popovich is coming back. None of us really do. But if he doesn't, I don't know what the head coach is looking like. These are just some mistakes that Mitch is going to have to learn as he goes on in his head coaching journey. Wemby had an alright game, 34 points. I know that's crazy to say he had an alright game, but he did shoot 30 shots and made 13 of them, 43%. Could have been a little bit more efficient. Now that I'm thinking about it, this Sohan game, looking at the box score, it looks like one of his worst games statistically. 5 points on 5 turnovers. Well, not 5 turnovers, 3 and 5 personal fouls. Devin Vassell kind of had a game that we expected from him, finally. He's been in a slump, but maybe this will get him out and going. Shot 57% efficient as usual. 50-40. Did he shoot free throws? Okay, 75. 50-40-75. I like this out of Devin Vassell. He could have even been a little bit more aggressive, shooting around 17 shots. But like I said before, he doesn't like to disrupt the flow of the offense. Chris Paul didn't score, but he had 14 assists, so that kind of makes up for it. He accounted for around like 28 points. And the biggest hole in this team, I'm going to say it again, is we do not have a backup center. And that is my main concern with this team right now. You look at Wemby's minutes, he's played 36 minutes. And although that's not bad, you got all the starters playing above 30 minutes, around 35 minutes. And then you have the backup centers playing 4 minutes and 6 minutes. So 10 minutes without Wemby playing the center. And the more games we play, the more obvious it's becoming that the Spurs need to make a move at the deadline just to get us through the season. And this doesn't have to be a long-term backup center. I just want a big man that's going to give Wemby a solid rest, because right now he cannot breathe on the bench without worrying about Charles Bassey or Zach Collins out there getting torched. You go over here and look at Wemby's last 5 games in the minutes category. He has 37, 35, 40, 37, 30. And none of these games went into overtime, I believe. So Wemby playing 40 minutes is just, I don't know. Like, I mean, he could do it every once in a while, but once he's getting into this range of like 40 consistently, that's where I start to get a little worried, because his body is very unique and you don't want to risk anything. So if I'm the Spurs, which I'm not, I'm going after a backup big man ASAP, like tomorrow. We need a backup big man for tomorrow's game. But let me know y'all's thoughts on this. Are y'all fine with Wemby playing this many minutes? Well, one last thing before we get out of here. The NBA's updated MVP ladder. This actually came out 3 days ago. And Victor Wembanyama is at number 6, which is insane for a sophomore. Now, I don't think he's going to win it this year. I just don't think the team's going to be good enough. The MVP is one of those awards where the team needs to be good. Defensive Player of the Year is definitely his, but MVP not this year. I will say, though, I think he can win MVP next season, because he's already up here at 6. The Spurs are about 500. Next season with more talent, I think the team is going to be even better. That's going to be Wemby's playoff debut season, and really just the year where he puts his stamp on the league and say, this is mine. I am the face of the league. If I had to make a prediction, I for sure got the Spurs winning 50 games or over next season. Leave it down below in the comments, y'all's prediction. But that's all I got for y'all, man. Y'all be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe to Spurs Spotlight. And until then, I'll catch y'all later. I'm out.